Ok, ci riproviamo ancora una volta con sentimento. Oh, dovrebbe andare adesso, no? Va, non va. Sempre. Scrivete nella chat che almeno lo capisco. Va, non va. Sempre. Scrivete che almeno lo capisco. Allora, questa maledetta cosa. Mo si vede? Ma è bellissimo. Bellissimo che mo si vede. Sono veramente contento. Porca puttana. Buono, allora. Adesso tentiamo di capire un attimo come funziona. Ok, ok, dai, che ce l'abbiamo fatta ancora una volta. Allora, qui. Adesso aspettiamo di essere al più di 2 e vediamo cosa succede. Sempre avete qualsiasi tipo di problema, scrivete mo in chat. Allora, chi di voi riguardo a questo gioco? Allora vi chiedo un secondo che invito le persone. questo gioco è un... Buono, beh, siamo almeno in 3. Direi che possiamo andare. Questo lo cancello perché tanto è quando ho provato a far andare il gioco. Perché infatti andava! Ah, maledetta tecnologia del 2018. Allora, livello 1. Siamo a Boston. Probabilmente prima della maratona. Infatti è ancora tutta intera. E siamo nei panni, a quanto ho capito, di Edward Pierce, veterano della prima guerra mondiale, che è un po' lo stereotipo del bravo detective che ammazza i suoi ricordi nell'alcol, un po' come farò io dopo questa serata. E dobbiamo trovare un nuovo caso velocemente o rischiamo di perdere la licenza, che già erano tempi duri. Se perdiamo pure la licenza è un macello. I pity the fool. Beh, caruccio. Vedi a continuare a fare sequel dello squalo cosa succede alla fine? Che poi pensa a tutta la puzza di pesce che questo poveraccio si ha sui vestiti. Ok, mi muovo, posso muovermi? Oh! Il motion blur mi farà vomitare entro i primi 10 minuti, lo so già. Ed è un ottimo posto per appendere cose. E soprattutto per fare essiccare il pesce, sono stati bravissimi. Ma guarda tu. Sì. Io non voglio crociare, non posso, no, ovviamente. Allora, con calma, permesso, salve. Ok, scusa. Oh. La lampada dell'uragano. Ah, vedi, questa mi servirà per dopo, giusto? Io mi farò stay. Quanto vibra questo controller? Io mi fa lo stesso, ossequi e andiamo di qua. Ah, ok, si può correre, giusto? Ok. Quindi è il fatto che mi ha portato qui, ma il fatto non mi può mai portare tipo alle giostre, in fiera, sempre in questi posti maledetti. Grazie fatto. Quindi dove andiamo?
What a putrid offering.
Ascolta, ti hanno letteralmente buttato qui Free Will, insomma, putrid offering. Minimo, guarda che era famoso ai suoi tempi, Ma perché? Ma perché proprio io? Faccio l'investigatore, non è che faccio il cultista. Che poi magari nel tempo libero. Oh cielo. Ah, ma sono tutti senza faccia. Sarebbe. Che da dove come gli ha sparato. Oh! Sì, al solito ho preso una botta e risparmiate il viso. Beh, ok, poteva molto peggio.
I hate whiskey.
Non dirlo a me. Ok, ho quante cose da controllare. Beh, iniziamo.
Lost, but holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Non è coraggio, è guerra. La guerra non cambia mai.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Ah, ok. Sono sleeping pills. Le pillole per dormire. Va bene.
Too long since I've slept in a bed.
Sì, beh, non ci sta qua, vecchio mio.
I used to be an avid reader.
Avevamo un sacco voglia di leggere un tempo, poi...
The Wentworth Agency doesn't
Sciamma.
attract top-notch
È
cases.
scema.
I have business here to attend to.
Ok.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Non ha potuto capire perché la moglie se n'è andata con un'amorosa. In effetti credo nessuno lo potrebbe capire tranquillamente.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Qua, ricattare.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Un volume su qualunque cosa. Posso cambiare? Ah no, proprio... Ok. Ho acceso, spento. Aspetta, sì, secondo che sto...
It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
È sempre bene scrivere le cose. Ok. Oh, posso... È vero, ci si può potenziare il personaggio. Questo lo... Probabilmente lo guardiamo dopo. Che faccio? Bevo, non bevo, bevo... Bah, bevo. Buttiamo giù. Va bene, rispondo, va
I'm
bene.
listening.
Ma chi è che risponde al telefono dicendo
That's
ascolto?
correct.
Me non presentarsi, fare qualcosa, niente?
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Infatti. Ok. Allora, quindi posso giù punti esperienza, ok. Eloquenza, investigazione.
You managed to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Ok, quanti così.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Ok, c'è stato un incendio, dobbiamo... L'unico indirizzo che si ha è questo magazzino 36 a Darkwater, un nome sempre che è tutta una garanzia. Il report della polizia dice che c'è stato un incendio, è partito nella sala da pranzo, dopodiché ha ucciso l'intera famiglia. E hanno detto che è stato un incidente. Insistono che Sarah Hawkins è matta. Perché? Beh, perché altrimenti non c'è una trama. Ok, e vivevano solo col figlio. Va bene.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Ok, iniziamo.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too.
Signorina sta mandando
It
un
was
messaggio,
3 months
è
ago that I
così.
received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while a painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Devo proprio trovarlo io, insomma. Ah, giusto, ho letto
You
che
must
tua
tell
figlia
me
è pazza.
if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by
Vedeva le
that?
cose, vedeva la
I
gente
never knew
morta.
what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Ok.
Her
C'è qualcosa
husband
che
was a
non
big
coda
deal on the island.
per questa storia. Sempre.
Police are
Come
sticking
la
to
vedi?
the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Ok.
Darkwater.
Ma dove viveva sua figlia?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there, but her holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Beh, andiamo tutti insieme a Darkwater.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
Cos'è?
That's right.
Warehouse 36?
It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Ah, ok. Find mi dice solo questo, va bene.
I think
Era
I'm
tutto
beginning
ciò di
to
cui avevo
understand.
bisogno. Basta.
I'm willing to do anything for my
Valigia,
daughter
cappello,
to
insomma, da
recover
poco.
her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Non ci
All
credo
right.
neanche,
I'll
mio
take the
buon
case.
signore, perché...
I'll go to Dark and look into the death of your daughter.
Anzi, no. come
Thank you,
sono-
Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think
Oh,
I'll no doubt
ho
find some
progressato
information on
nella-
this island in there.
nella
I used to be an
medicina,
avid
proprio.
reader.
Ah, ok, questo è tutto ciò che ho guardato prima.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it.
Allora,
According to this book,
sì.
it was
Parlo
often
io,
mentioned
parli tu.
during whale
Dimmi che
hunting
cazzo
times
vuoi
at the end of the
fare.
19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Perfetto. Va bene, allora, l'isola di Darkwater è stata abitata fin dal XIV secolo ed è veramente ricca con tutte le memorie lasciate dalle vecchie tribù. E fin qua. Ma non lasciate che il romanticismo di Moving Evidences, ok? Ah, va bene. Ah sì, perché nel senso l'isola è veramente bella, però avevano degli dei veramente, veramente violenti. Ah, gigantesche creature fanno ancora da decorazione nelle mura delle caverne, delle grotte ormai abbandonate a lungo tempo. Era un dio del sogno, un dio del mare. Se mi gioca. Non lo sa nessuno. È come in Voyager. Era un dio del mare, un dio del sogno. Boh, non lo sa nessuno. Ma gli abitanti di oggi, i figli e le figlie dei probi viri cacciatori di balene, continuano a ricordarsi la misteriosa e tumultuosa storia della loro piccola terra. Ah, nella costa del Massachusetts. Va bene.
All I have to do is go to the port.
Posso bere di nuovo.
I just hope that I...
Mi ha inquietato troppo questa volta e basta. Va bene. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Beh, si preannuncia un gioco enigmatico e misterioso, pieno di indizi da trovare. Spero non sia un... Perché, allora, la cosa che non mi convinceva assolutamente di questo gioco era il fatto che, a parte le frazioni di gioco che erano state fatte vedere, quindi erano stranamente sempre le stesse, ma ci sta, nel senso, se è un gioco investigativo, poliziesco, noir, thriller, horror, quel cazzo che vuoi, non posso far vedere tutto, perché altrimenti mando a fanculo direttamente la sorpresa, ovvio, certo. Il fatto qual è? È che le uniche cose che avevo visto a me ricordava tanto un walking simulator alla Layers of Fear. Ora, spero vivamente di sbagliarmi, spero vivamente che ci colpisca in più di un senso. Me lo auguro almeno. Entriamo la madness. Porca puttana, se entriamo la madness. E diciamo che era questa l'unica cosa che non mi aveva colpito troppo. Chi sa. Sempre al solito bei posti, tranquilli, senza limpido, soprattutto dove stai andando.
Almost there.
Grazie. Buon uomo. Faccio. Chi è? È stato qua tutto qui. Tra l'altro perfino gli scogli non vogliono che tu ti avvicini a quella maledetta isola. Va bene. Scusate, so che sentite un sacco di rumori molesti alla mia sedia. Scilla. Manca Cariddi.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Parlava con me o parlava con il gentile ragazzo di Torino?
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Ragazzo di Torino.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Nice young
Dei
woman.
lampioni che non siano verdi, porca miseria. Non avere cadaveri di...
You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Oh, quindi posso muovermi liberamente? Oh, ok. Buon uomo, lei conosce Sarah Hawkins? Niente, fa lo stesso. Posso prendere questa cosa? Niente. Va bene. Va nel bar, ci andiamo dopo. Qua. Proibizionismo.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Beh, va benissimo. Possiamo fare il gioco completamente da ubriachi, tipo.
You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us
just now? I said you were a bilge rat. And even at...
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
We don't know what you're
Allora,
doing.
intanto la smetti di gesticolare così. Chi glielo ha insegnato? Primissima cosa. Seconda cosa, se io torno qua, che fare?
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
There's nothing for you here either.
Ah, ok. Non mi fai vedere niente, ma come? Ah, bene. Se lo rifaccio una terza
There's
volta?
nothing for you here either.
Va bene, va bene, va bene.
Beat it.
Scusa, va bene, va bene, va bene.
There's nothing to sort out.
E allora andiamo. Che cazzo di posti in cui vivere, ma al solito, cioè, ci sono...
Hey, Sullivan.
Cthulhu non appare
Can't
nei
you go any
prati
faster?
verdi. Ora
How
vedi,
old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A
Sono
fish?
pesci.
You've got no idea.
È sempre...
Don't badmouth what you
È
don't
sempre
know.
Free Willy questa.
Or you'll pay for it
Oh,
for
oh,
sure.
Scusate,
Okay, that's
sono-
enough.
oh.
Step back and let us do our job.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
È venuto un ischemia
You can't
potente.
understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Ed è svenuta
There's something
praticamente
coming.
ha avuto un
Something
mancamento
real
ed è
bad.
svenuta sul porto,
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're correct.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Cioè, posso dirgli, non capisci un cazzo. Questi tizi non capiscono un cazzo. Dov'è il magazzino 36? Vediamo.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
E allora andiamo direttamente nel bar. Salve a tutti. Come va? Starei cercando una persona. Beh, questo non è assolutamente né educato né carino. Adesso lo rompe, lo spezza con un grissino.
Hey, be careful.
Gli ha fatto uno sgambaletto allo sgabello, va bene. Oh, ma c'è anche Elizabeth di BioShock Infinite.
Let's get him another
Ci
drink.
capisco.
He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ah, Eloquence. Sto tizio non ha portato rispetto.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up and tab. Others pay.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Che sia la stessa che si è vista prima? Probabile. Dai, dimmi di più di Darkwater. Chi cazzo
What
è
can you
Sarah
tell me
Hawkins?
about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland.
Era famosissima
for
per i
her paintings.
dipinti, ma
Never understood
nessuno ha
why.
mai capito perché.
Then,
In effetti.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Quindi era strana, ma non ne parli male se è vero. Abbiamo detto abbastanza su Sarah Hawkins.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Sempre.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal.
Uno stile torturato.
I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Quindi dovremmo andare
I've got what I need.
Sarah Hawkins.
Anything else?
Chissà se come chiamava anche la sua vagina. Comunque.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
Balena spiaggiata.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
Tra l'altro, quanto è
We've never
pompato
known
questo
such wealth since then.
Vedi a fare il bartender alla balena spiaggiata. Ma sempre utile. Beh, qua.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous and...
Ah, ok.
I've got what I need.
Anything
Va
else?
bene. No, niente, mio buon uomo fa lo stesso. Poi,
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
non dovremmo andare.
First off, there are rumors.
Oh,
Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams,
ci
that
sono
sort
gli
of thing.
spettri, gli
Screams.
spiriti.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Andata a guardare.
That'll be all for now.
Con lui non ci posso interagire, non posso suonare i bonghi con la sua testa, niente? Va bene. Salve lei.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it.
Sente bene?
Maybe we should let him take it.
Si chiama Algernon.
No, the risks are too high.
Buongiorno,
It's a
Algernon.
book, after all.
Come le hanno fatto male
Pure
la stima? Mi
knowledge.
dispiace così tanto. Qual è il suo problema? Che problema ha lei su... Che è lui? Oh, eccolo. Che cosa succede? Ah,
The
ovviamente.
miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Ah, ok. Miraculous Catch, che cazzo avete tirato fuori allora? Perché negli ultimi 80 anni non è successo nulla se non il cosiddetto Miraculous Catch. E a quanto pare hanno tirato fuori un enorme balenone e chissà che cazzo sono andati a tirare fuori a questo punto. Sì, voi non fate caso.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Mi hanno notato. Scusate.
Do you like our song?
Non ne ho sentita mezza.
We're true sirens.
In effetti.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Ah, ma tutti lo stesso mestiere siete. Avete anche tutti quasi lo stesso naso.
I've never heard this song before.
Che minchia
Only
canzone
people
era?
from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
Ah, vedi, sempre.
I saw the newspaper
La,
clipping.
la presa
You don't believe it, do
miracolosa.
you?
Capito?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted
No,
its
sa che non va
flesh.
bene credere ai giorni.
And it was delicious.
Ok.
What
E
brought
cosa ne
whaling to an
pensate
end?
The
della
whales,
caccia alle
of
balene?
course.
They all disappeared.
Sono andati.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes.
Con 80
There were
anni a
fewer and
cacciarli,
fewer of
sai
them.
com'è.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Devi andare.
Exactly.
Sullo sketch.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night,
Stato bellissimo.
stranger.
So long.
Sì, esatto, tira fuori l'accendino, si sa mai che. Ah, oh, salve. Non faccia caso a me. Mi segue con lo sguardo? Oh sì.
What you looking at, stranger?
Ah, cosa sto guardando? Cosa fa una donna come lei in un posto? Cosa fa un posto come questo in una donna come lei? Va bene, allora andiamo con la prima e può assolutamente metterli via.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confident.
Ah, ok.
What gives you the right to
parlava
judge
dei
me?
liquori, parlava. Va
It
bene,
was a
va
compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
bene. Ma ho un accendino. Guardi che bello. Guardi, Ta-da!
I told you to beat it.
Oh qua. Ok. Scusa. Niente. Chiuso come i supermercati la domenica mattina. Miracolo sketch. Ah boh. Allora andiamo a parlare. Andiamo a parlare col buon capitano Fitzroy. Io, Fitzroy, my man. Scusa, io...
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Ah, capitani, i termini del nostro accordo sono chiari. Tenga i suoi uomini sotto controllo. Non si può permettere di provocarci. Non c'è bisogno che risponda a questo messaggio. Faccia solo in modo di farci arrivare il pagamento Cat. Chi sarà questa donna? Cat è l'unica donna dell'intera città? La butto lì. Non lo so, Ah.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ma il rimuovi ruggine, il rust remover, va bene anche sulle borse? Non lo sapevo.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
Ah,
I guess
ok.
this blackboard
Tanto
hasn't
è
been wiped
grossa la
for more
balena
than
che hai
7
preso.
years.
Tanto così. Allora la andremo a mettere qua. Va bene.
A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Povera Silla. povera Scilla. Oh, ho imparato un'altra cosa di medicina? È bellissimo. Comunque è sempre tutto molto sul verde. Tanto verde. Mi piace un sacco il verde ai signori di Blackwater. Uno spararpioni piantato lì così, va bene. Quella è una mazza da cricket.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Ah, la stessa faccia di Fitzroy. Coincidenze? Io non credo. Potevano chiamarlo Voyager il videogioco, questo...
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, però guarda. Che carino. Che è probabilmente la stessa gamba di legno del tipo, della foto. Ma Fitzroy ha 2 gambe. Lei, io, my man.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Degli Hawkins.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Ah, le uniche date che sono leggibili sono 1890, 1907 e una data parziale. Il resto dei documenti è stato tutto cancellato. Che oramai gli stessi che hanno ucciso. Con quanto veloce è stato quell'uomo. Ok, è più veloce. Allora io vorrei far notare al buon protagonista, Mr. Pierce,
Broken. This place seems half
che
abandoned.
ha almeno 30 anni più di te è più veloce a fare il 100 metrista di te.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Dai. Allora, perché i documenti
Your manifests have been blacked out.
cazzo?
They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of shipowners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. You know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Parliamo di Darkwater, ok.
I was looking at your photograph, one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Di Willy il Libero. di Guglielmo il libro.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
No, la prego.
Give it a try.
Ci illumini.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Nelle profondità marine
Indeed,
ci
you're
sono
right.
creature mai viste prima. Ah, beh.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Shatner di Star Trek, cioè il capitano Kirk. Ah, ok. Vero. Fa le pause, santo Dio.
The miraculous
cos'è
catch.
la pesca
Is it a local
miracolosa,
legend?
la presa miracolosa?
Not at all.
Come cazzo
It's an
vogliamo?
episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Va bene. Ma soprattutto...
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
C'è tanto lag. Quanto lag c'è?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Non mi dica cosa devo fare o cosa non posso fare.
You're back again. What can I...
Quindi qua ho parlato di tutto. Sì, no? Ho parlato di tutto, mi era venuto il...
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when...
Ah, sì. Ah, quindi quelli hanno smesso di rompersi le palle a vicenda e basta? Ok.
Back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget
What could have done so much damage?
Magari ha sbattuto violentemente contro uno dei pali del porto. Proprio ci è arrivata di faccia e da lì è stata tutta una tragedia. È buono, dai, finché non diventano 10. Dai, sì, da me è fluido. A me teoricamente è fluido. Poi vediamo cosa succede. Ah, beh, io così davanti ai poliziotti eccetera mi metto ad arrivare. Va bene. Sì? Nessun problema.
Hello, old friend.
Una bottiglia di liquore. Un foglietto. Ah, Cat sa che qualcuno sta rubando dalle sue risorse di liquore. Ok, scopriremo presto chi è.
Somebody's stealing from the bootlegger's stock of
Vabbè,
liquor.
quindi sono tutti uniti su quest'isola. Mi fa molto piacere, molto bella questa. Posso aprire qua? Niente.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated.
San Brendan.
I can't even say which language it's written in.
San Brandano, patrono. Cos'è? Patrono? Ah, dei navigatori, va bene. Allora. L'acqua va su E l'acqua va giù. Va bene. Che più che altro sembra sia passato il Joker. E quindi io posso andare di qua, posso salire, posso... Ho un accendino.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our
Perché pensano
protectors.
subito che sono stato io? Se serve almeno tipo una scaletta per farlo. Oh, sono appena arrivato, you fools!
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
Ah, beh.
You bet.
High
You
as
could
a
have
kite,
gone by without us
come si
seeing
dice
you.
in gergo.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
C'entrano qualcosa?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Okay.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Ah, il regno del terrore di Cat. Dobbiamo farlo finire, soprattutto chi è San
That
Brendan?
statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Ma no, in fondo
St.
credo
Brendan.
che sono io quello
He
ubriaco,
protected
esatto.
whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Ah, quindi loro dormono sotto la va bene.
Isn't it a bit early for
Tutto a
alcohol?
posto.
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Alcol. La risposta è l'origine di ogni problema.
I've taken enough of your
La
time.
soluzione.
We'll see you later.
È stato bellissimo, mozzafiattante e soprattutto ho imparato molto, grazie signore. Lei. Niente. Se gli vado dritto in faccia
serious
probabilmente...
problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses
notano neanche,
unguarded?
no, ovviamente.
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't
Esatto,
give
uno
you much
stiletto.
chance anyway.
Ah, bene. Ok, quindi sono effettivamente loro a rubare le scorte a Cat.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet.
Ma questi sono... Sono letteralmente identici. Siete due fratelli? o vi riproducete tra parenti o per osmosi? Com'è?
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Uffa, che palle, vabbè.
What will Kat say when she finds out that it's you who are filching stock?
You've got no proof.
That's true. Apart from this little note from your friend here.
You didn't throw it away? I couldn't know that someone was gonna force the lock.
What a So, what is it you want?
To get into the Hawkins warehouse.
That's all. Go on then.
And we never want to see your rat snout again.
Sempre che quanta cattiveria queste persone. So anche io che non vengono più turisti da queste parti. E ho completamente sbagliato strada. Scusate. Non è probabilmente di qua. E quindi andiamo di qui. E ha rotto. Avanti, mio buon amico. Oh. Da dove siamo?
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Cazzo, un lavoro dovevi fare, Pierce.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Oh.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Volevo solo vedere... I had no idea. Non dico un cazzo, non ne ho idea. Mi lasci passare, mi accoltella. Non dico nulla, non dico nulla, non dico nulla.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Cosa è svenuto?
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
E mo? Che famo? Ah, mi hanno buttato fuori e allora... Lei.
Where do you think you're going?
Portare un crimine.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
Chi è che è così interessato?
And why would I tell you?
Un maledetto magazzino. Perché me lo dovresti dire? Ma che cazzo?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh yeah?
Un detective privato.
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Non
Are
vuoi
you
sapere
saying
la
our
verità?
work was not
La
up to
verità è là
snuff?
fuori.
Forget it.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Poi ha detto che ci avrebbe ricompensato un sacco se scoprivamo la verità.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Culo anche lei. Allora, dobbiamo fare mente locale. Ci sono 3 vie, quindi andiamo da questa parte dove prima c'erano i tizi che facevano un baruffa. Magari succede qualcosa. Un secondo. Qua. Niente. Niente bloccato. Qui è bloccato. Io ho un accendino. Oh! Ok. Allora, aspetta che prima di fare tutto questo. Lei, buon uomo.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
It's a little late. I've already met Kat.
Well, at least you're still here to talk about it. She must like you.
Something like that.
With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
Ecco, adesso non sono più nemmeno il benvenuto. Comunque quello somiglia un sacco ad Abramo Lincoln. Comunque. E se c'è... Oh, questo deve essere...
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Figurati il resto della balena. Dissero tutti in coro.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Ah, quindi dovrò alzare il tutto. Cos'è questa cosa? Ok.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
This ratchet device. Va bene. Dammi il ratchet device. Oh, ecco un altro ratchet device. Che è la
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Allora vuol dire ce n'è un terzo qui in giro. Se uno era lì, qua c'è solo la vertebra di balena. Ah, oh, ecco cos'è, ok. Quello vuol dire che manca una rotellona manca. Va bene. Allora andiamo al piano di sopra. Quanto sei velocissimo! Sei velocissimo ad andare sulle scale. Come cazzo è possibile questa cosa?
I could use this old winch.
Ok. Lì. Ah, erano solo 2? Va bene. Ok. Io la tiro. Non posso perché vuol dire che c'è un altro... C'è un altro pezzo. Se io vado giù così... Ma guarda quanto veloce. Allora. Ok, vuol dire che inizio da qua. Va bene. Mi servirà servirà un ingranaggio, qualcosa. Io la butto sull'ingranaggio. Niente. Non mi... Oh, zero, nada, nix. Niente. Lei ha visto un ingranaggio? No. Io do per scontato sia un ingranaggio, voi dice uno che non lo è assolutamente. Ah, no, vedi, è un ingranaggio.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Vai così. Mettiamo il cogwheel.
Looks like everything is in its place.
Sì.
All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Sì, bravissimo Pierce, bravissimo. È il primo della tua classe, vero? Tutto fatto in bene.
Damn, I broke it.
Ma sei stronzo! Ma sei veramente uno stronzo, Pierce. Porca puttana. E quindi? Io ho fatto tutto questo perché? Ho un momento di defiance. Ah, scusami un attimo. Perché? Allora. Io sono qua. Tu hai dato 2 cuccioni e l'hai rotta, che nessuno ha capito come, ma fa lo stesso. E basta. Quindi fine? Fine della nostra avventura. Va bene, via andare. Allora, lei, buon uomo.
Leave me alone, please. I don't...
Fottiti anche tu. Qua, niente. Un'altra manovella, no. Magari il buon Fitzroy ci dà una mano. Lei, Fitzroy.
You're back again.
Sì.
What can I do for you?
These bootleggers seem unwilling to let anyone approach the warehouses.
Papà, non
They're
vogliono
part of the
farmi
private
passare.
property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose.
Abbiamo le guardie.
All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Ok. Va bene.
You again. What can I get?
What do you know about the Hawk?
If I were you,
Why not?
First sailor scream.
Scream.
And that's not all. But all anything.
I read the article. Interesting local.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's on that day, the crew of the Silk, the biggest whale ever caught. They saved dock water.
That'll be all for now.
Another break. Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Ok.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
In effetti, posso tirare fuori la pistola e sparare a tutti quelli al tavolo.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious.
Grazie, signore.
To be
Sempre
honest,
molto bello.
as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Signorina Cat sta tentando di sedurmi.
I don't think I'm ready to pay the price.
As you wish. But I think you'll be back.
Questo lo vedremo. Sai come cazzo faccio ad entrare in quel maledettissimo...
You
We mean...
That's true.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse.
An old family of
Tell me something
They were made much richer by the You shouldn't talk about that. We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune.
There! You're speaking out!
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really...
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Ok, accetto idee. Accetto un sacco di idee. Cosa famo? Accettiamo la proposta di Cat. Che fanno? Io però non ho capito tutto sto giro. Io non l'ho veramente capita questa cosa. Non posso fare più nulla. Niente. Che palle.
Back in the water, you shite.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something...
You didn't tell me that the...
Because its owner is... And I don't want to see... Now please.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
What could have done?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
E ritorniamo a parlarci. No. Gira. 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 effettivamente l'unica cosa che posso fare? A quanto pare sì. Okay.
Well, did you miss it?
I have an offer that could interest you.
Esatto.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business.
È esattamente quello che
What's
ti ho
in
chiesto.
it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
Alcol.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you.
Oh.
Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you shouldn't hide your hooch in a...
Ah! Sciocchi. Ah! Beh, ha funzionato. Incredibile. Vedi, mai accettare. Mai accettare di fare affari con i mafiosi. Quindi, che cazzo, io mi sono completamente dimenticato di potenziarmi. Quindi probabilmente per quello che non ho potuto aprire. Che cazzo, ne ho due. Quanto? Vabbè. Vai. Validiamo.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Ma è lì! Ma è lì, mannaggia puttana!
It's no use. The
Ma
padlock
più in
won't
tutta
give.
la vita, va bene. Ma vaffanculo. Cazzo, non posso rompere la finestra, niente, non posso fare niente. Quindi li ho mandati a fanculo così. Va bene. Oddio. Ma è possibile questa cosa? No, niente, non... ha deciso che non va. Che coglioni.
You again. I told...
No need to get...
Niente.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
You're back. What can I...
I shall be on my...
So,
E niente, va bene.
You have no right to treat us like this.
Hey, Mitchell. I owe you. You...
Yeah.
Huh. You didn't... So tell me.
I'm investigating...
It's very... But it's all... Let me give you... If you want...
I need to get...
You're out of...
It's
Are you pulling...
Mi fa rifare il...
Think it over. I've seen... And you...
I accept the... Well, to be honest, but I'll go...
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not fit. If I do, you'll be in... And I guarantee... Think about...
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Quindi ho fatto picchiare un poveraccio per niente. Va bene. Ottimo. Signorina. Ah, ma... scusi. Ok.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Sì. Ok, meno male non dobbiamo fare 20 km perché altrimenti facciamo tempo a morire. Signorina, grazie. La prego, che sto diventando vecchio a fare questa cosa.
That's how it's done.
Signore.
Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
E boom! Scomparsa anche lei. Era tutta una visione in realtà. Grazie.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, ricostruiamo alla Batman. Quanto bianco! Così bianco! Ok.
What happened here?
Ha dato un pugno allo specchio.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
E quello è un enorme leccotenna di balena.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Cosa c'era in quel quadro? Basta così? Basta così. Quindi... Ah, che bello. Spero almeno sia solo pesce. Al solito Imo. Sono entrato. Quindi adesso io... Qua non si apre perché ci sarà il poliziotto davanti. Quindi io esco.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
Oh,
You! Don't
salve.
move! Detective Pierce.
Ufficiale Bradley.
I told you
come
to
va?
stay away from this warehouse.
Sì, ho capito, altrimenti che sono stato mezz'ora a girare, potevo fermarmi. Dai, let's team up. No, esatto.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
No. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly.
Sì,
No
fate il
stone
vostro
was left
lavoro con
unturned.
attenzione, sicuro.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was
Ovviamente lo
removed
conosci.
from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail?
Quanto sono le telecamere?
I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far?
Ma santo Dio, perché ce l'hanno tutti con me?
Look behind you, at the
Io non
top of
ci
the
volevo
ridge.
venire qua a Darkwater.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Inserire il suono di Inception qui. Ok, siamo riusciti in un'ora a entrare dentro il magazzino. Direi che è un'ottima cosa. Magione degli Hawkins. Entro il madness. Madonna mia, che fa. Potevano renderlo un attimo meglio, come uno degli scimmioni di
Well, here we are,
primo
Hawkins
pianeta delle
Mansion.
scimmie. Ce la potevano fare,
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no
Pensavo
scorched
fosse
trees
bruciato
or
giù
fire
tutto.
damage.
Bruciato.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Un casino e mezzo di altre domande, guarda qua quante ne ho.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any
Questo
better
posto sta
3 months
cadendo a
ago.
pezzi.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Ho ancora delle domande, infatti. Ti
You're the
sembra
one who
conoscere
looked after
questo
the
posto
Hawkins
davvero
case.
bene. Ci vieni
Don't
spesso?
think I was trying to
Posso
hide
offrirti
it.
da bere?
It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
È pazzo.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
La nazione
I prefer to
devo
be
sapere
prepared
qualcosa.
if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you.
Why not?
Va bene.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
E mi ricorda molto la casa del primo Alone in the Dark. Oh, ma c'è il faro. Ok. Una balenina intagliata. Delizioso. Vabbè, qua è...
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened.
Mi sa che il buon Silas non voleva che la gente entrasse in casa. Mi sa.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. But the architecture seems too recent.
Nel 1693. Aspetta, se questo è il 1693. Quando è che c'è stato il... Ah, 1847. Va bene. A 37 anni li porta veramente male. Come fa questo ad averne 45 di anni? Ma cosa? Ma quanti ne ho? Ne ho solo 2? Ah. Ce li teniamo per dopo. Ah! Lei, Bradley. Cos'è il posto? Che?
Poor kid.
Ah, sono le...
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Ma magari è stato Silas. Magari.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
T'ho detto. Allora, 10-1 che Silas era innamorato di lei e per questo continua a cambiarci i fiori. Tanto del bambino non ce ne frega un cazzo da quando abbiamo scoperto che è morto. Il padre era uno stronzo, probabilmente è lui che ha dato fuoco a tutto e quindi Silas lo odia. Vedi, dovevo fare il detective. Qua?
I'll have to find another entrance.
Ah, ok, beh. Ma è sempre lo stesso corvo che mi segue? Beh, però veramente deliziosa come...
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Possiamo parlarne assolutamente.
You're Mr. Winchester.
È padre
Lower
dei
that
fratelli?
axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sì.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels.
Sì.
But me?
Sì.
I
Buono.
want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me
Non
what
c'è
you're
niente da
doing.
nascondere.
And
Avanti.
no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter.
Esatto, perciò
I just
mi
need to
fai
see where the
entrare in
fire
casa, per
The
favore.
mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one
Non
lives in the
servirebbe
mansion,
per
and you
forza
don't
questa-
take care of it.
questa chiave.
If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Ok.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Il miglior
Just to get rid of
guardiano
you.
che questo
Let's see what
mondo abbia
more I
mai
can learn
visto.
from this mansion.
Aspetta, c'è qualcosa qua? Cioè, qua. Qua. Niente. Signore. Ah, è possibile che non ce ne sia uno normale? Non dico tutti, dico uno. Uno normale. Non voglio ucciderci, prenderci a calci nelle palle, buttarci in acqua, eccetera. No? No. Ah, vedi? Ma allora lui non viveva in casa. C'ha la sua bella stamberghina qua. Deliziosa. Niente.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Ah, sì.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Sì, si vedessero i gusti semplici. E qua.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Brr. Brr. E no, è niente. Ok. Quindi qui dietro cosa scopriremo? Scopriamo un cacchio, scopriamo. Posso fare qualcosa? Gioco, dimmi se posso fare qualcosa qui. Perché ho tirato via la saracinesca qua? Perché? Vabbè. Ok. Allora, rientriamo in lì di conosciuti e accediamo a questa maledettissima villa.
Piers, shall we enter?
Tu.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Beh, ok.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Sì. Olè. Beh, signori, sono 11:30. Io vi ringrazio di aver assistito a questa live della settimana. E niente, noi ci rivediamo domani alla più o meno stessa ora, quindi sempre tra le 8:30 e le 9, se il gioco decide di andare, se tutto decide di andare, la mia linea decide di andare, io decido di andare. E perciò continuiamo domani e vediamo che cosa ci aspetta dentro la magione degli Hawkins. Va bene? Anche se non vi va bene lo faccio lo stesso.